Hello everybody, Alpha Galaxy here. So I am super excited to go over ranching with all of you. I have taken a lot of extra time to collect a lot of information on this. I didn't want it to go out too quickly because I wanted this video to be meaningful for you guys. So we're going to go over the do's and don'ts that I've seen people doing. We're also going to talk about cookies and their role into this. And then we're going to talk about the fastest way to level up your animals and the best way to get to level 10 and unlock all those other cuties. So stick around for the end. We have a giveaway of some plushies. So we'll go over how to enter that at the end. And let's get into it. All right. Alright, so if the only thing that you take away from this video, if you want to go back to those gates over there and you are really far away, to save yourself time, click the unstuck button and it will bring you right back to these gates. So if you're all the way in the baby's pen and you've been tired of running back and forth all the time, all you have to do is click escape, go to unstuck, and it'll take you back to these gates. So first and foremost, let's save yourself some time. All right, so you may have heard or not of this thing called a status effect called new in town. You go to this register and you purchase one of your animals. When they go to the baby's pen, they get this effect that looks like this kind of birthday cake with a candle, and it's called new in town. And what that means is you can't necessarily release it or things until 1 or 2 hours after you've gotten the pet, because once that time has passed, you click on it, gets the little sparkle thing, and then you can see that the status effect is gone. So that is what that is. Now going back to them, make sure, now we're going to get into feeding and petting. If you pet your animal before the 17 hours, 17 and a half hours, that is real life time. You will get like maybe 2 experience, that's it, if any, and then it will reset it back to 17 and a half hours. So even if you like have 30 minutes left and you pet it early, you're still only going to get that little experience, and then it's going to reset back to 17 and a half hours. So we're going to pet it now, and you'll see I got 20 experience. So that is quite a big difference. The next thing is feeding. So feeding it bok choy or veggies. I've seen people feeding animals veggies thinking that that's what they need to be doing. However, veggies actually give you the least amount of experience. So if I feed it, I only got 2. Where if I feed it jam, I got 4. And that was from, you know, not having a whole lot of food missing. So let's go over to someone who has a lot of food missing. Let's see here. We'll grab those eggs in a second. Just want to show you. They got 153. So if we feed them some jam, you can see that that was 8. Now let's go over to this guy. We're going to feed him some more bok choy. And that's going to be 2, 4, 6. And that one didn't count. So basically, you're cheating yourself some experience. And as you can see, I was too short there for that much food missing. But if you're talking about like 100 food and you're doing that, I've done some math on some other ones. We're talking about like you might get 24 experience for a full thing of food versus 16 experience if you're feeding it veggies. So the best thing to do is feed it processed food like apple jam or meals, Reth's soups, or you know, things that you make, and then feed them that. The veggies do not give you as much experience. So next, make sure, speaking of experience, make sure your focus is topped off, or at least full, because if you have no focus and you're doing this, your experience gain is significantly less. Like we're talking about like half. I've done it with no focus and I've pet things and I've only got 1 experience. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure your focus is always full if you're trying to level the pets up, because that's going to make a big deal. So here's another thing you can do. I've seen people talk about this. This isn't necessarily the best way, but it does give you experience. You can collect the eggs from them. and you'll see there I got 100 experience. And that's all great if you have time. If you're doing it, you know, it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna get to level 6 here. We'll grab that one from there. Also, my level, I've waited to do this and do research so that I could show you. I didn't want to like super level and then be like, okay, this is the fastest way. So I got 4 there, and then we're gonna pet for 20. I'm gonna pet all these guys because once I'm done this, we are going to do the other method, which is the quickest way. But this is helpful. So like if like for me, I went a day without doing anything because I was in preparation for the video to show you guys this stuff. Because it's not really helpful making a video when all my stuff's maxed out and you can't actually see the experience on the screen. This guy is Stormy Feathers. It's not the one I wanted to show you. I need to show you the special guy. So in this process, there are... I name mine special so I don't accidentally get rid of it. And then you can either do donate, keep, release, whatever else you want, just to help you know which animals you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. There is an animal roster. I haven't heard people talk about this. You push H on the keyboard, on the Switch or consoles. It's probably a different button. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it will show you all your animals, and that's how you get to this screen. So you can keep track of them all. And I'll show you the importance of that in a minute here. Let's see.
Life's not worth living without those you love.
I couldn't agree more, Delilah. Ooh, breed biscuits, perfect.
Thank you for the visit, dearie.
Anytime. So next, while you're feeding them, super important, fast grow cookies. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this. I know that they're expensive and you have to purchase them, so I know it takes money to have them, and to get like 20 is almost 10 grand, but the growth. We're going to talk about the growth here. So from baby to young adult, from the Palia Discord that I found, it takes 3 real life days to get from baby to young adult. And then after young adult, it takes 7 days real lifetime to get to the max of that animal's lifetime. So with fast grow cookies, I don't know the exact breakdown of the time, but what I do know is I gave them all fast grow cookies the day before this video, and now they're no longer babies. So that's like a day real life time to get them to the next stage. Yeah, to young adult versus 3 days. So that might not be perfectly accurate, but from what I can tell you, that's, I mean, it could even been sooner, but I can tell you yesterday I gave them all cookies and today they're all young adults. So make sure to use your cookies if you do have the funds for it. It makes a world of difference. There's also another cookie that we're going to go over here. It's the good value treats. And that's going to make it so when we donate our animals, make sure to give them that cookie, because it's going to make their donations better. You're going to get more value from it, which why not? If you're going to donate them anyways, you might as well get more treats to help you along your way. So cool. All right, we're going to get into the fastest way I've been seeing people breed, opposed to like feeding them and petting them and stuff. And we are going to talk about breeding. Here we go. All right, we're going to go over breeding now. So I just donated a single pet. I know I talked about the good value cookie, but I don't have any of them and I didn't see them in the register. I've heard somebody talk about those cookies. So if you do have them, keep in mind, use them when you're donating. Okay, one more note about the Grow Fast cookies is it also helps increase their production time of their eggs and stuff. So keep that in mind too. So when selecting an animal, each day with each singular animal that you breed, you can breed them. Got a baby trufflet. Say hi. All right, we're gonna now feed it. Sell, save. We're gonna feed it. Then we're gonna, you can see there 24. The next pet we get, I'll do food. I'll do the veggies to show you the difference. We pet it, and then all done. Now, as you can see here, that one, where did it go? Probably went up to the barn. That one, oh, there it is, does not have the new in town status effect that you saw from the other ones because it was bred from those parents. Once a day you can do that. Then you can go in. We're going to find it. There it is. Donate, confirm, and there it is. It's gone. And you're able to do that quickly and early because it doesn't have the status effect. So you don't have to wait 2 in-game hours. Secondly, I have this many animals because at level 5, they give you an extra 10. And I believe later on you get more. So we're going to do this again. We're going to breed another one because we haven't bred with that one. We're going to say hi. This time, we're going to feed it bok choy. So the last time I got 24 experience. Sell. Save. This time, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We got 16 versus 24. Feeding it jam versus bok choy. Now keep in mind, it does not matter what kind of jam. You can do blueberry jam, you can do pickled potatoes. It doesn't really matter. I just do this because I have it. What matters is how much focus you're filling it. So if it's missing 100, feed it something that has over 100 focus. All right, then we're going to pet this one. And we're going to go here. Go back to H, find sell, donate for treats, confirm, and done. So we're going to do this for every single one. And you can see with this method, we are already getting this much experience from just feeding, sell, and then selling them or donating them off to the lovely, lovely lands of all of the other trufflets where they live together in peace. And there, we got more treat bags. So we're going to do this for all of them. Now, what happens when we no longer can breed them anymore? Well, then what we do is we donate all of the rest of the ones we have that don't have that status effect anymore, unless there's a certain one you want to keep. For me, I have this special one I want to keep because I bred it and it instantly gave me the option for a epic treat. So while you're breeding them, keep an eye out for breeding epic pets because that's going to be very cool. You're going to want to keep those. I'm trying to see if I have any more. You're going to want to keep those to continue this breeding process so that you're going to get more rare treats along the way. That's going to help your growth because there are also these cookies called Instagrow cookies, which instantly ages your animal to the next life stage. Which if you're doing this process and you want to make eggs and you have a bunch of Instagrow cookies, you could do that and more experience. So that is how this process goes. So when breeding, keep in mind if you have any of these rare ones, I just bred my special one with the this Peki with the well-loved, and I got a Peki named Peki Wow that has the well-loved effect as well. Now, if you go to your roster, if we're going to donate it, you can see in here it has an actual rare treat. From donating these, I got the good value biscuit, so we're going to feed it that. And now, when we go to donate it, we will get 2 rare treat packs. So that seemed worth it to me, but keep in mind or on the lookout for those good values and make sure to use them when you're donating your pets because you will get more for it. Okay, so as you can see, I have now crossbred everything I can today, and then I have donated them all. My XP is now halfway through 6 from earlier when you saw me level up. And we're going to head over, oops, let's just do this quick little trick here to the register. And we're going to donate the rest of these animals I have. Donate, and we're going to donate this one. We're going to donate this one. I'm keeping all of the ones that have traits that, like, I want. But for the most part, I don't really want any of these. Because this is the fastest way that I know to level up. But I am keeping the special one and any ones that have this rare banner, because that is going to help along the way to increase your treats, the rare treats that you're getting. Keep that one because I got special. I want to make sure I don't accidentally get rid of any. That's why it's good to name them different things. All right, we're going to get rid of this one. And we're going to get rid of this one. Excellent. So, got all those treats now. Now we're going to buy a bunch of trufflets. Again, make sure your XP is full because you don't want to miss out on any experience. There, we bought 18 of them. Let's go get them all. And now what you would do is you're going to pet and feed each one. You wait 2 real life hours, come back into the game, and then you're going to this new in town status effect will be gone, because as you can see, if I do sell, it didn't do the sparkle thing, and it's still in the baby pen. So that doesn't get removed until it leaves the baby pen. But as you can see, I just got another 44 experience to sell, save, pet, and feed each one of these. And so we're going to do that for every single one. And that is going to level you up very quickly. And then once that's done and the new in-town status effect has ended, what you're able to do is then you can't breed them all again per se, because they might still be babies. But with the new status effect gone, the new in-town status effect gone, you can donate them again and then just buy some more and then grow them again. Wait 2 hours, pet, feed, and then you're leveled up once more. And that is essentially the fastest way to level up that I've seen people talking about, and what's out there right now. You could, keep some and collect their eggs or honey or mushrooms or what have you. And that's fine too, because that does give you good experience, but not as fast as every 2 hours to just reset and get some more. So as time goes on, things might change, but I mean, even doing this with the Ormuus, I'm excited to get those because I'm sure I'll get a whole lot of experience from them too. There you go. You can see how my experience bar is moving. Just sell these. Damn. Cool. So, they're all fed. They're all good to go. Now, in another 2 hours, I will come back. Oh, I forgot one quick thing. Fast grow cookies. Do not forget to give them those. You will see the difference. I know they're expensive, but if you are trying to level this up, it is absolutely worth it. Feed them all the cookies. Nom, 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 nom. Did I feed you a cookie? Oh, you get a cookie, and you get a cookie, and you get a cookie, and you get a cookie. Excellent, excellent. Cookies for everyone. We're all just happy little piggies. All right. So then we just wait. But there you go. So that is pretty much in a nutshell. Oh, hey, look at that. We already got some over here? Oh, that must have been... Okay. Keep an eye out for that. Overflow. That's something as you get more. This is one place that I've seen overflow, and then over here, there's another pen down there, and some of your pets may overflow over to that. So keep an eye out for that in case there's some that you can't see, or you're like, I could have sworn there was more than this. But All right, that's fine. I will take care of those after. So, but in a nutshell, that is ranching. That's how you're going to level up the fastest. I know it seems a little bit tedious at first, but the more pets you're getting, because you are going to get more later on, especially level 5, you get an extra 10, and it will be faster over time to gain all of the experience you need. And the fast grow cookies help a lot. So, cool. Okay, I updated all their status effects. So, just to show you, you could donate this one, sell. I'm going to go over here now, but I still can't buy anything. And that's because I didn't wait for the 2-hour cooldown. So just keep that in mind. That's what the new Animals in Town status effect kind of is all about. So it essentially slows us down. But you wait 1 to 2 hours real life time. Come back to this, and then you'll do the donate, sell, and then buy again to level up some more. All right, so I have done this now. I've set a timer for 2 hours, and the new in town effect goes away after 2 hours exactly. And then make sure if you are going to do this method and donate all of these animals, don't give them cookies because you'll just be wasting your money. Give them cookies if you want them to level up and then like give you their resources and stuff and get them to, you know, a young adult and for breeding. But if you plan to just sell them all, don't give them a fast grow cookie. I experimented with that. It does not change the timer for new in town at all. It is the same regardless if they get a cookie or not. However, if you want them to become a young adult, give them the cookie and they will grow into that faster. So just keep that in mind. Secondly, it does get a lot more expensive the more you level them up. You get 10 more animals at level 8. So something to keep in mind. Also, jams work wonderfully. You need a lot of them to feed them all. So I would recommend pickling or jamming. You could do pickled potatoes, blueberries, apples, which have you. They still give you that extra experience versus vegetables. So there you go. But yeah, just a couple rounds. I'm already level 8. By tomorrow, I'll be level 9 and I'll be buzzing around with all my bees. Well, I hope you found this very helpful. And let's get over to the giveaway. Awesome, you made it to the end of the video. So in this giveaway, make sure to subscribe and like to be entered, and then do exclamation giveaway in the comments below so that I know which one of these plushies you'd like. We got the Mozfin plush, Winter Flutterfox plush, the Chopahot Maji plush, and the Spring Flutterfox plush. So let me know which one of these you'd love to be entered for, and good luck. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe here to catch my latest videos on YouTube, and over here on Twitch where you can catch my live streams every week. Thanks for watching.